How many people are here? How many people here are in favor of death? You know, looking forward to it? Hard to blame you, because you consider that death is a result of sin. And what death does to people, well, kills them. So, well, that's not entirely true. We will be seeing that. Especially, well, let's take a look at this. Let's say this one, this little piece of paper, that's me. And we'll say this little piece of paper, guess who that's going to be? Okay. It's a good guess, but this little piece of paper is you. Okay. We're going to say this bowl of water here, that's death. Now what is going to happen if I go into death? Think this is going to be okay, this little piece of paper? No? It doesn't look real happy, does it? In fact, when I pull it out, it doesn't look very good at all. Now, you suppose you're going to do any better in there? Let's see. Put you in there. Same thing. And if I try to take you out of there, well, you look the same as I do. So I think that's why people don't really look forward to death. But what God tells us today is that something changed. Because somebody beat death. So that if we're in Him, we don't have to be afraid of death. So, let's get us out here again. So we're not dead yet. So we'll put me on here again. And we'll put you on here again. But this time, we have Jesus. Can water break this thing? It cannot. Can water break us? Yes, it can. But Jesus went through death and came out on the other side. Now, what God says is that if I'm in Him, and if you're in Him, then, as long as we're in Jesus, can death break us now? What are you supposed to happen if I throw it in there? So this little piece of paper, is that little piece of paper going to be destroyed? No. Look at that. It doesn't even go down that far, does it? If I even push it in there, it just pops right back to the top. My hand is wet now. But the paper in there looks just fine, doesn't it? Well, yeah, that's the stuff that wasn't in Jesus. That's not real happy paper. I don't want to be that paper. I want to be this paper. Because in Jesus, death can't touch us. Because Jesus conquered death. In fact, all death can do now is take us to heaven. So that's where we're going to see people again. But only the people who are in Jesus. Because the ones who aren't in Jesus, they don't look so good. The ones that are in Jesus are just fine. And will be as long as they're in Jesus. Now, I suppose if I take this out, if I take one of these pieces of paper out and throw it in there, you think it'll still be okay? No, the only safe place is in Jesus. So what we want to do is we want to make sure that we're living by faith. We want to thank Jesus for conquering death. We want to thank Jesus for bringing us to Him. And we want to ask Him to keep us safe. You think He will? I do too. So let's do that now. Dear Jesus, thank you for conquering death. Please keep me safe, both now and always. Help me to remember how much you love me, that I don't ever have to be afraid. In your name I pray.